It has been a long and yet again entertaining week with our friend Cobes. That's right, Kingcobrajfs is back, and he's got some new mead that looks like it's growing something extraterrestrial out of the top. He's eating chocolate Wendy's sandwiches, receiving some very unusual gifts from his fans. He's developing this weird black spot on the center of his tongue, and a new meme has emerged as King Cobra Captain Hook as a supposed cat bite on his finger that happened around January 2nd. Again, we have no idea if if Kobe has a cat right now, but that's what he's saying. Anyways, it's looking like it's getting quite infected, leading to the wonderful new Captain Hook meme. So it's been a week for Cobes. We're going to check in with him right here, right now, so stick around.
I want to give a shout out to Brooks and all my awesome fans for buying the t-shirts. Because look what Cobra just got. Yeah, Bush Peach Light. 6-pack of the Angry Orchard. Some Jack Daniels and a little bit of that Budweiser. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful selection. This will last me for a couple days, YouTube.
Now, as the star of the show, I think Cobes understands he needs to keep it entertaining, and that's the reason that he's grabbing all of this alcohol and showing it off to us. It definitely can't be that he's struggling with any addiction or issues around his alcoholism, but let's just break this down to put this into perspective. Now, Cobra gets about 442,000 views every single month on his YouTube channel. Now, on average, he's going to be making about $2 per 1,000 views on his content, which comes out to right around $880 a month. Now, with donations, that's probably a little closer to $1,200. But let's just take a look at his spread. That pack of Bush is about $24, the Angry Orchard is $11, about $16 for that little bottle of Jack, at least where I'm from, and about $4 or $3.99 for that 40 of Bud. That means that he's got about $55 of alcohol on his kitchen counter, and he said that's going to last him the next couple days. So in 2 days, he's drinking $27.50 in alcohol per day. Now that's more than I spend on my food budget. That comes out to $825 a month on average just in alcohol. And I don't think that's just because the alcohol keeps his streams going. Cobes, we need to talk about your addiction here, buddy. Also, where's your little reptile
The
friend?
chocolate baconator. Normally the baconator comes with ketchup, and I told them to leave it off. Oh, they delivered on that promise. Look at that sexiness. Oh, let's unwrap the goods. Oh, that cheese, that bacon, and that mayonnaise.
So this is the first time since January 2nd and the cat bite incident that we've actually seen Cobra's hand. And my guy, I gotta admit, I'm getting kind of worried because you can see how much more swollen his entire hand and wrist is compared to his left hand, compared to his left wrist. Like, this is actually getting serious. Of course, there's speculation that this wasn't a cat bite. It's possible that he bit his own finger when he was under the influence and eating one of his majestic food creations, or it's possible that he cut himself on something that was either rusty or a moldy piece of glass from one of his failed meat experiments. It's getting pretty concerning, my friend. So let's keep watching and see what he does, because let me tell you, that's a good looking sandwich, but it won't be for long.
Plenty of mayonnaise. The perfect amount of mayonnaise. Excellent. Then we're going to take these caramel candies and we're going to stack them on top. These are the sea salt caramel chocolate covered caramel candies. They're really tasty. They almost fell off my lap and I caught it just in time. All that mayonnaise on top. I'm trying to do this in my lap here. They keep trying to slide off. Like a gluttonous son of a bitch. We put 4 on there. To create. Oh. Stay on there, you fucker. The chocolate baconator. Stay the fuck on there, please. A salted caramel chocolate baconator with pretzel bun action. This is so fucking good, YouTube, you have no idea. YouTube. I'll save some of that for later. Because I wasn't very hungry, but I want to do a food hack for you. Putting chocolate sea salt caramel covered candies on top of a pretzel baconator with the mayonnaise and the cheese and the bacon. Seriously fucking tasty, YouTube. And the company I use to top these with is from the Members Mark milk chocolate soft sea salt caramels. Really fucking tasty. I want to polish roast this burger off camera.
Now, we've seen Cobes eat some pretty disgusting home creations, but this one actually is pretty mild. I mean, taking some sea salt candies, putting it on a burger, yeah, that doesn't sound that great, but it sounds much better, much more palatable than some of the other things we've seen him cook, create, and sample on his live stream. I mean, he has over 4,500 videos on his channel, and a large majority of those consist of making some terrible, inedible looking, sounding, and probably smelling and tasting food. But this takes the cake as he's been on his mead journey, as I'm sure you know. But this new mead looks like it's growing something extraterrestrial out of the top. Just take a look and let me know what you think, because I haven't seen any of his meads start to what appears to be mold at the top during his fermentation process.
Fermentation, when you see the foam at the top, I got a little bit in the airlock, so I should have put less liquid in there, but I digress. That's not that big of a deal. It's been 4 days. As you get proper fermentation, you'll see the bubbles form on the top. Now, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I'm going to filter out the liquid into this clean jar over here. Because when you put raw fruit in your honey or mead, you want to strain it out of your liquid 12 days after you jar it, so it doesn't go bad. And then I'm going to try it on the 21st. Just because, you know, you got to be 21 and up to drink. Last time, I've made this mead recipe before, like I said. The only difference was I added a little bit of yeast nutrient to this batch. And it won't really affect the taste or anything. It'll just give the yeast what it needs to have a happy, healthy fermentation. And last time I made the apple, cinnamon, sugar, honey, caramel mead, it looked just like that. All the caramel dissolved into it and gave it that creamy color that you're seeing. I call it Cobra's apple nectar mead. It's really good. One of my favorite mead recipes to make, to be honest. Because last time I made it, it was so fucking good. So fucking good. G Fuel, I got the slash and peach ring mix, yeah. It's Monday. Get out there and make it happen. And keep making wines. And all these wine snobs are like, oh, you know, there's a couple of us winemakers out there that'll welcome you to the community with open arms. I just took like 4 kratom pills and I'm feeling it. Okay. Anyways, YouTube, there's your mead update. It's looking nice. Like I said, when you put raw fruit in your honey or mead or your beer or whatever, you want to filter it out of your alcohol after 12 days. And then, yeah, pretty straightforward. I got a strainer I put on top of the jar that fits it perfectly, you know. Just pull the liquid through there and shit. Fucking beautiful. I'm looking forward to sipping on that because Cobra makes some really good mead. That is so what's up.
I don't think it needs to be said that your mead should not be looking like this, and we all know that he's not going to let it sit there to actually ferment as long as it needs, and that honestly might be saving his life, might be saving him from botulism, which honestly, that's the inevitable. That's what everyone watching is expecting. At some point, sometime, he is going to fall ill from all of his experiments as his meads continue to devolve into worse and less desirable substances. I mean, we're fermenting dairy products, we're just going all out, and we're starting to grow some weird things out of the top. Honestly, I'm wishing for the safety. I hope he stops, or I hope he actually learns how to ferment mead, or what should be fermented, or really what becomes dangerous at a certain point, like for, say, dairy products. We probably shouldn't be fermenting those. But it's been another enjoyable few days in the Cobra lore. As always, I'm going to keep up on all of these. I just put out my first full-length documentary following the workings of Cyrax. It's titled The Man from Akron, and I'll leave it right here on your screen right now. This was about 26 hours of editing, and it's the longest thing I've ever put out, so take a look, take a watch, and let me know what you think. Regardless, I will catch you on the next one.